The best thing about Christmas has got to be the baked goods. But this year, we thought we'd mix things up a bit. Welcome to Homemade Christmas Cookie Edition. Nothing melts in your mouth quite like buttery almond shortbread. And it's surprisingly easy to make, so listen up. First, beat the butter and sugar until creamy. Use a hand mixer to make your life easier. Add ground almonds, flour, and a pinch of salt. Then refrigerate the dough. And off we go, starting with melted snowmen cookies. Aren't they adorable? But wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves. To make our melted snowmen, form ping-pong-sized balls from the dough and then flatten them with a glass. Now take a small glass bowl and cut out perfect circles, and into the oven they go. Once the cookies are done baking, let them cool on a rack. In the meantime, let's work on the melted snow part. Here comes the icing. And now that we have the ice baby, cover each cookie with an icing puddle. Give the snowmen slightly anxious marshmallow faces and fix them to their melting bodies. Licorice string scarf and icing for the arms and body complete the look. Super simple, yet quite the looker. Talk about sweet! This next cookie is an architectural masterpiece. Minimum effort, maximum results. Christmas tree cookies. Roll out the almond shortbread dough until it's about 1/4 inch thick. And cut out 4 circles with a small glass. That's how many levels each Christmas tree will have. Make sure that each circle is a bit smaller than the last. Now pop those babies in the oven. Let the cookies cool and then start decorating. Dye some sugar green with food coloring. And sprinkle it over the cookies. Use a Rolo for the tree trunk. And add a dollop of icing on top to make everything stick together. Place a large cookie on top, more icing, a peppermint candy, more icing, and another cookie. Repeat until you have a 4-tier cookie tree. Decorate the trees with icing for snow, red sugar pearls for ornaments, and finally the Christmas tree topper in the form of an edible star. Use more icing to make it stick. Oh Christmas tree, it doesn't get more festive than this. Or does it? Up next, we have the classic gingerbread. Heat butter, brown sugar, and honey in a pot. Stir constantly until the sugar has dissolved. Remove the pot from the heat and let it cool to room temperature. Add the cooled mixture to a bowl along with flour, ground almonds, gingerbread spice, and 1 egg. Knead the dough with a hand mixer. Dissolve baking soda in water. Add it to the dough and continue to knead on high. To speed things up, just add more flour. Then knead the dough with your hands until smooth and non-sticky. You'll know you have the right consistency when the dough is firm and malleable. Refrigerate the dough for at least 4 hours. Time's up. Let's get baking. Now for our gingerbread men. No, not that kind. We're making a new kind of gingerbread man, the likes of which you've never seen. We're going to roll out our gingerbread dough until it's 1/4 inch thick and cut out small gingerbread men. Pretty standard so far, right? But check this out. You might be wondering what's up with the tin foil, but don't worry, it's not for eating. All will be revealed. So pay close attention. Into the oven the gingerbread men go. You know they're done when they're still a little soft on top. Careful, these guys are fragile, so make sure you let them cool down. Still curious about that tinfoil ball? It's time for the big reveal. You're going to swap it out for a peppermint candy. Now give the little guys faces with icing. And voila! Gingerbread Men 2.0. Run as fast as you can to grab one of these. Now for our next gingerbread creation, reindeer cookies. We're going to form ping-pong-sized balls from our gingerbread dough and use our fingers to make a little snout. Easy peasy so far, right? Once more in slow motion. Got it? Great. Bake them until they're cooked through, but still a little soft. While they're still warm, create a face with 2 brown M&Ms for the eyes and 1 red M&M for the nose. And now it's time for Rudolph's antlers. Have you ever wanted to eat a reindeer so badly? On to our next Christmas classic. Sugar cookies. Eggs, sugar, and vanilla sugar. Use a hand mixer to get the batter nice and creamy. And then add the butter cubes. Sift flour, baking powder, and salt into the bowl, and knead the mixture with dough hooks. Knead the dough by hand into a large ball, and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. Once it's out of the fridge, wait until it reaches room temperature. Now we can get started on our fancy cookies, but don't worry, you won't need any fancy equipment. So let's get started. Have the sugar cookie dough and roll it out with a wine bottle. Who needs a rolling pin when you have wine? Roll out the dough so it's about 1/4 inch thick. Then use a large glass to make perfect circles. Use a smaller glass to cut the intersection out of the large circles. Transfer the large circles to a baking tray and place 2 gummy bears of the same color in each ring. And into the oven they go. Wow, look at them melt! So satisfying. Now we need to let the cookies cool. Then you can fill them with whatever festive sprinkles you want. Use melted white chocolate to glue 2 cookies together. Just place one on top of the other, and there you have it. Did you ever think you would crave stained glass? Playing with your food is highly recommended in this case. Now for the grand finale, colorful Christmas cookies. Divide the rest of the sugar cookie dough into 3 pieces, slightly indent the center of each one, and add a few drops of food coloring to each one. We opted for the 3 Christmas classics, red, green, and white. You can probably guess what comes next. Yep, back in the fridge. Once the wait is over, tear small chunks off the 3 colorful dough balls and place them on a floured work surface. Be sure to mix things up. Put parchment paper on top, grab that wine bottle, and roll out the dough until it's about 1/4 inch thick. And now for the fun part. It's cookie cutter time, and into the oven they go. It's like Christmas in every bite. Santa would definitely approve. That's it for Homemade Christmas Cookie Edition. We hope you have just as much fun making and eating these cookies as we did. Let us know which one's your favorite in the comments, and be sure to give this video a like. If you don't want to miss out on future videos, subscribe to our channel. Alright, now it's time to reward ourselves with a sugar rush. Indulge, you deserve it. Happy holidays from Scrumdiddlyumptious.